Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you part 8 of what if Naruto had multiple people sealed inside of him. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also go ahead and check out the new episode over on Anime King 2 of What If Naruto was taken by Orochimaru, so go ahead and check out that and enjoy. And I also post a new episode on this channel of What If Naruto returned different after his training trip, so go ahead and enjoy it as well guys. And if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click those red subscribe buttons and become a part of both channel guys. And thank you for all of your help and your support. And yeah, remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So without further ado, let's get straight into this new episode. So, the last spot we left off, Naruto was given the Namikaze compound as he started his new clan, the Fuhen clan. Naruto and Sarutobi went to a meeting as they had explained to the council members, mainly the civilian council, as Naruto also threatened them and told them if any of them is spotted on his property, they will be killed or seriously harmed, depending on his mood. So with that, Team 7 got a mission to go and deliver the bridge builder Tazuna towards the Wave Country. After facing off against the Demon Brothers, Kakashi sent Pakon back to the village to get support on their mission, as Sarutobi sent out Naruto, as he handed Naruto a bingo book. On his way there, Naruto met up on one of the missing ninjas in the bingo book, as Naruto took his head. Arriving to the scene, Naruto saw Kakashi trapped in a water sphere, while the three Genins were facing off against Zabuza's clone, as Naruto immediately immobilized Zabuza's arm, released Kakashi from the water sphere, as he then blasted Zabuza away. Zabuza picked up his katana with his other arm, as he was ready to bring it down on Naruto, as Naruto was already chanting in his mind, but Zabuza then fell to the ground as a hunter nin arrived and told them that he's been searching for Zabuza for a while now. But Naruto told him that he was full of crap and he was lying. The hunter nin quickly stunned in with Zabuza. They then brought back Kakashi to Tazuna's house, seeing that he was really drained after the battle after overusing his Sharingan, as he told them that Naruto was the team leader until he's fully recovered or when he says so. Arriving to Tazuna's house, Naruto helped Kakashi as he was able to fix the Sharingan so Kakashi could use it for more time and it doesn't sap so much of his chakra. The next morning Kakashi felt different, better than he ever had since the time he had the Sharingan. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. So you guys can switch across the playlist and check it over yourself. So let's start this new episode. We currently have the group inside of Tazuna's house as they were talking about Zabuza being alive. The one we should worry about is the one pretending to be a hunter nin, said Naruto. While Kakashi deal with Zabuza, we will have to protect Tazuna from that guy. Or rather, girl, if my nose isn't wrong, Naruto thought to himself. Why should we listen to you, dope? Sasuke said. He's right, said Kakashi. At your level, the three of you are nowhere helpful. You heard that, dope? Kakashi's admitting that I am better than the three of you, Sasuke said. As Naruto sighed. Remember that you're on a 3-man team, Sasuke. I am not on your team. So, think carefully. Which 3 do you think Kakashi is talking about? And by the way, Kakashi, you haven't a slight idea about my real level. I wouldn't go that far, Naruto. Remember, I was there when you demonstrate your bloodlines, Kakashi said. And do you honestly believe that I would show everything about my bloodlines in front of Hayashi and the others? Good point. Still, besides that short spar with Sasuke and your Genin exams, that's everything I have to grade you on, said Kakashi. Kakashi, what level am I at? Sasuke demanded. Mid-Genin, Kakashi replied without hesitation. And the dope, Sasuke asked. Well, Naruto's rank, taking in consideration what I've only seen him do, I would say a low Jonin. No Chunin could get behind Zabuza like that, distraction or not. As Kakashi looked at his team, as they were surprised as hell to know that Naruto was at a low genin, and that is what Kakashi has seen so far. For now, Team 7 will be doing a chakra controlling exercise. Naruto, since you can do the more advanced water walking exercise, you can train on your own. I am already doing that, said Naruto, as he exploded in a puff of smoke, while the real Naruto was a distance away from the house, in the forest, as he had his eyes closed. He was currently in his mindscape. Time skip. Later that night, Naruto walked back to the house. As he entered, he saw Team 7 with their heads on the table, and Kakashi was reading his small orange book, while Tsunami was glaring at him, as she couldn't believe this guy was really sitting there reading porn. As Kakashi noticed Naruto, who looked very tired. "What happened to you, Naruto? You look like you were ran over by a biju," Kakashi said as he brought the glass of water to his mouth and somehow used water manipulation to make the water pass through his mask. "Nah, I just dispel a few thousand shadow clones," Naruto said, making Kakashi spit the water out as Sasuke raised his head after hearing the conversation. "So, what exactly were those clones learning?" Kakashi asked. Now that he thought about it, Naruto did have the Kyuubi, nearly limitless chakra. "Oh, just a few new jutsu," Naruto said. "What kind?" Kakashi asked. "Let's just say they're the kind that the Sharingan cannot copy. I'll leave it at that," Naruto said with mystery. "Speaking of the Sharingan," Kakashi said, as he lifted up his headband, his eye was normal. "I can now deactivate it and reactivate it at will. That is going to save a lot of chakra that would have normally been sucked by the eye," said Kakashi as he covered back up the eye. "So why are you keeping it covered? Is it because you're used to it?" Tazuna asked as he took a seat beside Kakashi. Having heard part of the conversation, "I need to adjust it to the light. While the Sharingan has allowed me to see perfectly before, regardless of being covered the most of the time, a normal eye would need to be adjusted," Kakashi explained. "And the perfect time for that would be at sunrise," said Naruto. "My thoughts exactly. Therefore, I am taking the night watch," said Kakashi. After some food, Naruto was going back to training, but he was stopped by Sasuke. "Dope, I demand you to teach me that jutsu you use to heal Kakashi with." "Yeah, only Sasuke deserves it," said Sakura. "You have no authority over the members of other clans," said Naruto. "Ha, some clan. It only has one member," Sasuke laughed. "So does yours." "Uchiha, want to know the main difference?" Naruto said. "Yours is pathetic and mine is elite," Sasuke said. "Actually, it's the other way around, but no, not that. The thing is, mine is just beginning, while yours is on the way to extinction." And with that, Naruto vanished in a flash as he traveled all the way to the beach, stopping on the way to gather chakra to his feet. As Naruto arrived, he walked on the water as it was time for him to begin his training. The next day, he had to accompany Tazuna to the bridge as a guard, but he easily made a few hundred clones to help out the guard duty and help the construction as well. The quicker the bridge was done, the better. So the time went by like that. As Naruto had his day off, the bridge was almost completed. Naruto was currently sitting down in the clearing as he was in his mindscape. While he was in his mindscape, another person arrived in the clearing. It was a girl, around 14 or 15. She had long black hair with pale skin and kind brown eyes. She was dressed in a kimono and carrying a basket full of plants. As she entered the clearing, she didn't notice Naruto, as he was behind the tree trunk. She approached him when she was picking up the plants, as she was 3 feet away from him when she noticed him. "It's him, the ninja that injured Zabuza and almost cut off our escape," she thought. "What is he doing here? Damn, of all the days I leave my Senbon behind." She carefully approached him as she looked at his peaceful face and frowned. "I wish I could leave. I don't really want to hurt him, but if I let him go, he will find a way to hurt Zabuza. But how should I kill him? One wrong move and he will wake up." She had to strangle him as she reached down, but he started to move as she placed a hand on his shoulder. "Hey, If you sleep here, you will catch a cold, she said. Oh, don't worry about that. I wasn't asleep, just meditating, Naruto said as he opened his eyes and gazed at her. He already knew exactly what was going on, seeing that he had 3 clones around the area, transformed into various animals, and they already dispelled giving him the information. So he knew what she just tried to do. Oh, I see. Still, wouldn't it be better to do this indoors? She asked. Nah, I like the outdoors. What about you? What's a pretty girl like you doing here? He asked. She blushed a bit. Oh, I'm just gathering some herbs for someone. Well then, I advise you to not use that one you just picked up. It's poisonous, said Naruto. Are you a doctor? She asked. No, I'm a ninja actually. I just learned a few things on the way. So, who are you gathering those herbs for? Someone precious to me and he's sick, and I need these plants to heal him, she said as she picked up the right herbs this time. Do you have any precious people? Yes, I have a few, said Naruto. So, what's your name? He asked. It's common courtesy to give your name first, she said. Oh, it's Naruto Uzumaki. Alright then, Naruto Uzumaki. My name is Haku. Just Haku? He asked. Yes, she said, getting a bit sad. My parents died when I was little, and I don't remember my family name, since I ran away at that time. I am sorry to hear that, Naruto said, as he lowered his gaze a bit. It's alright, you didn't know. As she turned her head. I hope we meet again, Naruto, she said. Just a minute, Hunter Nin, said Naruto, making Haku freeze. How? How did you know? She asked. As she felt Naruto right behind her. I am very good at sensing and recognizing chakra signatures, and even those been a week. And you having a rare bloodline make it easier to recognize, said Naruto in her ear. It's all over. Zabuza warned me about what happened to Kunoichi with bloodlines when they're caught. It's either selling them to Kumo, or to Sound Village, or bringing them to their own village. And depending on this boy's speed that I witness, I don't think that I can do anything at this moment. Tell me, Haku, how old were you when you lost your parents? Naruto said, as he placed his hand on the back of her neck, seeing something. 7, I think, as she shivered from his touch. So you actually believe that you don't remember your family name because you were 7? I don't, she said. Well, maybe it's because of this memory modification seal on the back of your neck, giving you the amnesia, Naruto said as he created 2 mirrors, as he gave her one and pointed one on the back of her neck so she could see. Who could have put it there? Haku asked, shocked. I have a pretty good idea, but it will be best if you see more when I remove the seal, said Naruto. You can do that? She asked curiously. And why would you? How do I know you won't kill me? Haku, I could have killed you the moment you entered this clearing. Besides, I usually avoid harming pretty girls like you if I can help it, he said. Alright, go ahead, she said. As it took Naruto a while to draw the counter seal. It won't hurt, but it will drain some of your chakra, making you feel weak for a while. Alright, go ahead, said Haku. As Naruto started to pour his chakra into the counter seal, as the memory seal cracked, as Haku immediately started to cry, as she fell down as Naruto caught her. Haku, what's wrong? I swear, it wasn't supposed to hurt you, Naruto said. It was him. It was Zabuza. He did it, she said, as she was now crying, as Naruto held on to her. My mother refused to join him, so he killed both of my parents and made me his tool, she said. It's alright. He's not here to hurt you. As Haku got all of her memories back, Zabuza wanted to use her mother because of her bloodline to help him, but she refused, so he killed her mother and her father and took her and allowed someone to place a seal on her to take away her memories. Only thing that she remembered was that she's a tool for him, but now she remembers everything and her feelings has changed. I want to make him pay, she said. And you will, Naruto said, and I will help if you want me to. But for now, you have to stay with him for a while. We can surprise him in the attack He won't know that you're on our side, said Naruto. But what if he noticed the change in my attitude? You're a kunoichi. You have the art of deception. Don't let him figure it out, said Naruto. Huh, you were keen enough to figure out that I was the enemy, she said. How did you know that, by the way? Was it because of your bloodline? I saw your eyes when you were drawing the seal. Well, one of them, said Naruto. What do you mean one of them? She asked. I have several. Did you copy bloodlines? She asked him. Well, yes, I can do that. So, are you just helping me so you can get my bloodline? She asked, a bit depressed. No, I won't take it unless you want me to, Naruto said, earning a surprised look from Haku. Besides, even though I don't have your bloodline, that doesn't mean I can't use ice, he said. Huh? Show me, she said. Alright, just once, he said to her, as Naruto chanted in his mind, as 3 ice arrows formed around him and fired at the tree, as they crashed into the tree trunk, turning the tree into solid ice. Incredible! I can only manipulate the ice. I can't make my chakra freeze other objects, Haku said in awe. Well, maybe you haven't figured it out yet. I, for one, I'm still working on the shape part, said Naruto. Well, I could... She then stopped, as she looked at Naruto. Naruto, what is going to happen to me after Zabuza is gone? Naruto looked at her for a few moments, as he asked her a single question. What do you want to do? Haku stared at him for a few moments, as she then blinked and asked a question of her own. You mean the thought of selling me for my bloodline didn't even cross your mind? She asked in disbelief. What? No, said Naruto, as Haku was shocked at his expression. He really seemed sincere, like he would never do that. She then hugged him. What's that for? He said. I'm sorry, Naruto. It's just... I've been on the run for years. It's hard for me to find someone to trust. Then why do you trust me? Naruto asked. I don't know for sure, but your eyes are telling me that you're trying to help me, said Haku. So what do you want to do after this mess is over? He asked. I don't know, she said. She then bit her lower lip. Someone else has been taking decisions for me as long as I could remember. Well then, you could join Konoha if you want to. I can put in a good word to the Hokage, said Naruto. You know the Hokage personally? Haku asked. Yeah, he's the closest thing I have to a grandfather, said Naruto with a sad smile. What about your real grandfather? Haku asked. I don't have one. My entire family died right after I was born, Naruto said with a sigh. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have, Haku said. It's alright, Haku. I should be the one apologizing. I did open some painful wounds for you today, said Naruto. And thanks for doing so, Haku said. You made me realize the truth. But won't your village try to breed me for my bloodline though? Well, there would be one way for you to join the village and be immune from those demands. How? Haku asked. You would have to be adopted into a clan, said Naruto. And what are the chances of that happening? Haku asked with a sigh. Pretty high if you want to join my clan, Naruto said that grin as her head snapped towards him. You have a clan? Haku asked slowly. Would you believe me if I told you that it just became official as I left on this mission? Think about it, Haku. Several active bloodlines, the ability to gain more. The best academy graduate over 15 years, Naruto said. They would be fools not to do it, said Haku in amaze. Exactly, said Naruto. So, you can really adopt me in your clan? Haku said. Yeah. As she gave him another big hug. Thank you again, she said. No problem, Naruto said. Alright, I think we should get him back before suspicion arise. Stand still for a minute while I recharge your chakra, Naruto said, as he placed his glowing hands on Haku's shoulders, enveloping her in a gentle glow. We should avoid seeing each other before we take out Zabuza, Haku said as she got up. Hang on for a sec, I need to put a fake seal on your neck so he won't notice, Naruto said as he painted on. See you in about a week and a half, Haku said, as she gave him another hug and then left. So, you got another one, huh? Said Eva. As Naruto chuckled, wait, is that jealousy I'm hearing from you, Eva? Naruto said as he walked towards Tazuna's house. And she's not the only one. Asuna and the Kyuubi are jealous as well, Negi informed Naruto. Quiet, said Asuna and the Kyuubi to Negi. I guess I can understand where you guys are coming from. I will have at least 3 wives, he said. We're not jealous, said Eva. We're just worried that you won't be able to handle so much girls. Negi, can you give her an answer to that problem, said Naruto. As Negi grinned. Yeah, 2 words, said Negi. And what are those, Asuna asked. Shadow clones. As Naruto heard 3 thuds in his mind. They passed out from nosebleed, said Negi. As Naruto arrived at the house, he sought out Kakashi. As Kakashi was on the roof reading his book. Kakashi, I need some help with something, Naruto said. What's wrong? Kakashi asked as he looked up. I need to send a message to Hokage as soon as possible. Can I borrow one of your ninja dogs? Naruto asked. Sure, as long as I see what you're sending him, or agree with it if it concerned the mission, Kakashi said. Alright, give me a second, said Naruto. As, a moment later, a note appeared in his hand. Kakashi carefully took it and read it, as he then looked at Naruto when he was finished. Busy day, huh? As Naruto shrugged, as Kakashi ran through hand sign and summoned one of his dogs. Yo, Kakashi, what's up? Now this puppy has speed, said Naruto. How do you know that? The dog asked. I can see your chakra, said Naruto. Oh, where are my manners? I am Naruto Uzumaki. Pakon, said Pakon as he offered Naruto his paw. Pakon, I need you to deliver this message to the Hokage, and the Hokage only. If you can get it to him in 4 or 5 days, that would be nice. As Naruto gave Pakon the scroll. 5 days? I'm not fast for nothing, you know. I'll get back in 3 max. As Pakon dashed off. Lively one, isn't he? Naruto said with a chuckle. That he is, said Kakashi. 7 days has passed. As Naruto was currently inside his mindscape, it was time for him to release some people from the crystal. These 3 should be the one released today. One of them may help you in Kenjutsu training, said Eva. Okay, I'm on it, Naruto said, as he began the ritual. A few minutes later, 3 human shapes were coming out of the crystal. Negi-sensei, a green-haired one said, as she regained consciousness. At this reaction, Negi had a big smile on his face. Yes, Chachimaru, I'm right here, said Negi, as he kneeled down to the girl. Oh, thank God, I was so worried, she cried, hugging him close. Another girl that exited the crystal. Set? Set, she called out as she looked around. I'm right next to you, said Set. As the girl name was Kanaka, as she cried out and hugged her. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Glad to see the both of you, said Asuna, as the 3 of them shared a big hug. Kyuubi, Asuna, Master, I'm glad to see you all again, said Chachimaru, as she then turned towards Naruto. Oh, I'm Naruto. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. Pleased to meet you, ladies, he said. My name is Chachimaru. Pleased to meet you, Naruto, the green-haired girl replied. My name is Satsuna, but you can call me Set. And I am Kono Kanaka. And don't forget about us. As a ferret appeared on Negi's shoulder. Albert, Chamomile is my name, but you can call me Albert. I am here too, Master. A small green bat flied over to Eva. I am Chatsuru. Any blood spilled around here? Not recently, no, said Naruto. Speaking of here, where are we? Setsuna asked, looking around. This is my mindscape. You're all currently sealed inside of me, Naruto said, as he began to tell the newcomers about what happened so far. Very well, I accept your request of sword training, Setsuna said. Thanks. I haven't found a suited style or blade, Naruto said. Well, I don't know about the style, but it's time for you to get your blade, the Kyuubi said. But first, you newcomers need to make spirit plateaus, Naruto, as they all had to kiss him in the circle. After that, the Kyuubi then gave Naruto a kiss of her own, as a black card was created. A smaller version of Naruto was on it, he was holding a katana. As Naruto held onto the card, as he sent chakra into it, as he released his katana out of it, it had a black sheet as its blade glistened. Over the few days and weeks in the mindscape, Naruto has impressed Setsuna with his hard work and devotion to his studies of the sword. He was like an actual sponge, absorbing everything that she teach him. And something was strange. No matter how much Naruto lowered his power, the amount of power he put in his sword, it was always devastated, as he almost split the entire castle in half when he used it at max power. He was lucky that Asuna was there to teleport the slash out of there, or the castle would have been destroyed. Naruto has also found out a lot about his sword, that it was made over 600 years ago, before they were sealed. It was made from a mighty fang of a phantom demon dog, and it was on par with some of the weaker Bijus. The sword itself had the ability to evolve. When it killed a powerful opponent, it steals some of their abilities. These new abilities manifest through the blade as new form. At the moment, the sword had 5 forms, but Naruto was only able to use 1. Apparently, he needed to get more used to it. So after he finished his sword training, he used the 2 remaining days to push himself to the limit inside his mindscape. And it was finally time for them to face off against Zabuza, as Team 7 was off. As they were ready on the bridge, Naruto couldn't help but worry about Haku. He knew that she might lose herself and try to attack him for what he did to her family and did to her, as he couldn't believe how relieved he felt when he saw the 2 of them. "You see, Kakashi, I was right. He's too dumb to give up," Naruto said. "Yeah, I guess I owe you a drink when we get back to Konoha," said Kakashi. "Confident, aren't you, kid? I'll make sure I use your bones to sharpen my blade. Haku, I want him dead. Kill those 4 brats. I'll take Kakashi." Haku quickly jumped away from Zabuza as she speed through hand sign, and soon enough, Zabuza was surrounded by Senbon needles. As they all rushed towards him, as he barely had enough time to jump away, he used his sword to knock away most of them, but some of them got him. As he looked over at Haku, "Are you betraying me, Haku? After all I've done for you?" he cried out angrily. "Like kill my parents and kidnap me?" she replied with pure hate. "How do you? Impossible. The seal is still..." "I check," he said. "Well, actually, what you saw was a fake seal. When I removed the real one," said Naruto as he stepped forward. "You brat! You know how much that seal cost me?" Zabuza shouted in rage. "Well, I don't care," said Naruto as he started to chant and held his right hand out towards Zabuza. A large blast of red fire flew towards Zabuza, as Zabuza used his sword to cut the fire, but it wasn't any ordinary fire jutsu that would disperse, as it still kept going. As his sword, he used it as a shield for his face, while the fire burned his shoulders. As Naruto was attempting to fry Zabuza, stupid Sasuke was charging at Haku with Sakura behind him. As Kakashi saw that, "No, the masked one is no longer our enemy. Do not attack her," said Kakashi as Haku removed her mask. "Why? She helped Zabuza last time," Sakura asked confused. "She switched sides. She's now with us," Kakashi explained. "No, once an enemy, always an enemy. She must die," said Sasuke as he charged at Haku. But he barely made 3 steps as Naruto appeared in front of him with a flash, as Naruto smacked him across the face, sending him flying into Sakura. "That was an order, Uchiha. Touch her, and you will find yourself in a world of pain," said Naruto. "Trouble in paradise," said Zabuza, as he brought down his sword behind Naruto to slice him down. As it hit, Naruto exploded in a burst of wind that sliced up Zabuza a bit. "Why worry about paradise when you're going to hell?" said Naruto, as Zabuza tried to jump away, but his feet was blasted by a cold energy, as he wasn't fast enough as the ice pillars caught one of his legs. Naruto appeared right beside him as he kicked the sword out of his hand. "What was that?" said Kakashi. Crystallized ice, said Naruto as he threw two kunais into Zabuza's arm as Zabuza was trying to do hand sign. As Naruto then backed away, as Zabuza looked at him. So, aren't you going to kill me? He said. As Naruto shook his head no. As Zabuza then heard something pick up his sword, as Haku walked right in front of him. You're going to pay for this, Haku. I'm going to cut you down like I did your mother, he shouted. As Haku released some bloodlust as it washed over the bridge, making Sakura and Kiba actually wet themselves. Wait, Haku, you're not actually going to kill me, are you? He said, looking at her as he now saw the dreadful look in her eyes. Remember what I did for you. It doesn't matter if I take you. I have been helping you all these years now. I've been watching you, protecting you, keeping you safe. Haku didn't say a word as she just swiped with his giant sword, taking his head clean off. As she then released his sword as it dropped to the ground a thud. As she started to cry as Naruto dashed over and grabbed her. As she turned around and hugged him, as she broke down. It's alright, it's over, Naruto said, as he patted her head. I killed someone and I enjoyed it. I'm just like him, she said, still sobbing. You're nothing like him and you will never be. Avenging your family, putting those memories to rest. It is natural, said Naruto. Haku looked at him and smiled. She was about to open her mouth when they all heard clapping. How emotional. I don't know if I want to cry or puke. As they all turned around to see Gato, as they saw a large group coming through the morning mist. As Naruto saw it, over 200 bandits, and leading them was Gato. Gato, said Haku. So the mighty demon of the mist wasn't tough as rumored, and his ice witch switched sides. It doesn't matter. I wasn't intending on paying you two anyways. I was actually going to kill you after this was all over. Naruto looked at Haku with a smile. I'll take care of this, he said, as Haku went behind him a distance away. Kakashi, I'm ready for a little action, how about you? As Kakashi had his headband up, I'm at 100%, I haven't done anything yet. As Naruto's eyes turned slitted as he looked at the number of ninjas in front of him, as a smile came on his face, he was itching to enter this battle. But guys, I'm gonna be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. Remember to share this to all of your friends in your social media platform. And I'm out for now. Peace.